All right, so we are at the airport. Nothing on Lyft, but I've made about $83 on Uber. So, this really hasn't been a great morning so far. I've even taken somebody from Love Field to Arlington. And unfortunately, in my last video yesterday, I guess part 2 of this weekend, I had a guy that I picked up yesterday that said, "Oh, I want to do a private ride." And we texted, we nailed down the times, but then he had a problem with the price I quoted him. I mean, he was going from Grapevine to the game. So from the top of my screen down here to the bottom. And I quoted him $80, and that's for a reservation. $80 to go there and $80 to come back. I think that was more than fair. But he thought it was too much. Sorry, but it's not. $80 to deal with all that traffic and go to that sporting event, that's legit. Okay, I like this. I like where it's going. Addison is going to be busy today. But I don't really like what they're paying me to go there. Because the airport's a lot busier than what they're showing. And so I like where I was going. I don't like how much they were paying me to go. Also don't like that guy had a 4.89 rating. When I go to the airport, I want to have, somebody that has a 5 stars preferably. Because they're going to, it's just a fact, they're going to tip. They're more likely to tip. Man, I would love to go to Love Field right now. Look at Love Field. Love Field has been like that all day. There's just no drivers. I actually think that I actually want to not be in Arlington right now because all the drivers are heading there. And so I actually want to go in the opposite direction right now. I think I would take Grapevine or Addison, but I need to be paid properly in order to go there. Yeah, Arlington isn't really even surging right now. All right, that's down in South Arlington. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Let's see, what's this $11 one? Going to South Lake. That's way too little for that ride. Way too little. Let's take a look at this airport lot. Man, there's hardly anyone here. Let's see, a $16 ride to go downtown? Are you nuts? I think I'm gonna wait. I mean, look how few drivers there are. That one's going to South Grand Prairie. Yeah, I don't want to go there. Whoa, $159 to go to Houston. No, thank you. I mean, I think customers should be allowed to pre-tip. Kind of like DoorDash. I think they should be allowed to pre-tip. If they want to give you something to incentivize drivers to take their ride, I mean, I think they should be allowed to do that. Holy cow, no way. I'm not going to Weatherford. I'm not going out all the way up there. Not for that price. That's going to the game. Not that much. To Plano. I'll take it. $42 to Plano is not bad. We're going to Plano. Oh, and he's in Terminal A. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so called the customer, let him know I was coming. I always like calling the customer when I'm at the airport, you know, just to kind of establish that relationship a little bit, gauge a little bit what they're like, you know, get the music ready. So I like doing that. Also, it's helpful to kind of establish that line of communication just in case you need to like ask them to go somewhere, or, you know, find out what they're wearing so I can more easily find them, confirm with them that they know what my car looks like. So I like calling my customers ahead of time. All right, so we're heading to Plano for $45, and then we'll see you in Plano. All right, so we're back in action, and we're in Plano. We'll see if that guy tips. Heck no. Heck no, we are not doing UberX Share right now. Less than a minute. I don't trust it. I don't think they did the right destination. I'm not gonna fool with that. I guarantee you they got the wrong destination. But hey, take a look at this. I think I may have made the right decision. Because take a look. It is surging everywhere. Look at Dallas, guys. Look at it. Amazing. But look at Arlington. Nothing. Because all the drivers are there. All the drivers are in Arlington right now. So I actually think I made a good decision. All right, let's see what Lyft's got. All right. I like to see that. Yeah, Lyft is popping off too. Yep. Okay. So let's head into Plano. I don't think I've ever been in Plano on one of my videos. The home of the Toyota headquarters. Lots of headquarters here in Plano. Plano is so huge, so diverse. I'm kind of in the more lower middle class area of Plano. But there are some nice areas of Plano for sure. I guess if I get a ride going into Dallas, I'm not going to mind it. Look at that, $8 up ahead. Just going to head down Park. Now I'm at 625. Golly, man. Look at that. All the drivers are in. Look at that, 0 cars. I've never seen that. 0 cars. Wow. You know, the airport might not be a bad place to be during that time, during the football game. Of course, probably all the other drivers have the same idea. All right, I've been driving through a surge cloud. I've got nothing. What's going on? I'm at 850 on Lyft. Uh-oh, what do we got? Nah, I think we can do better. Yeah, I'll do that. Heck no, I won't do that one. All right, Lyft, you win. You're the winner. Okay, we're gonna go pick this guy up at church and then drop him off. All right, just dropped him off at Walgreens. Golly, that took literally 10 minutes. That was so quick and easy. Wow. All right, so the surge is gone around me, but back where I was on Park Boulevard, it's still surging. So should I go there? Should I check it out? What should I do? No, that's all right. All right, Uber's giving me some surge. They probably just want me on there. They saw that I turned myself off. Man, Dallas is still hopping. I mean, there's probably all sorts of drivers that were in Arlington, and they are leaving as fast as they can. Grapevine's starting to go off. Yeah, I might try to get a ride out of here. If I can get something getting out of here, that would be lovely. I mean, just about anywhere in Dallas. Las Colinas is good. Heck, I'll even take an airport trip. Kelly, there's still a surge there. What's this 3 o'clock appointment? Not bad. Okay. She's going to the airport at 3 o'clock. Perfect. That's actually perfect. If I can somehow manage to do this ride, because that's when the game starts. So it's going to die off big time, is my guess. All right, Uber, what you got? I'll take it. It brings me back over there where Lyft is surging. Uh-oh. The organization that booked your oh, I think this is Dart. No. That I like it. I like that it's going to the airport, but what I don't like is the pay. That pay is horrible. All right, so we're gonna take a left here. So I'm gonna do this ride, and then it should be a short ride, and it's gonna have me end up kind of over in that area where Lyft had a surge. All right, so I took someone down to Love Field and dropped them off. I left the airport because I didn't really like any of my options that I was getting. I'm getting tons of ride requests, but there was no surge, and I didn't like what I was getting. As soon as I left the airport, now there's an 850 surge. So I'm gonna turn around, head back that way, and see what I pick up. You know, Dallas was surging quite a bit the whole time I was here, and now it's died down quite a bit. So let's see. I would be willing to go to Dallas from Love Field, or possibly no. Let's see. Grapevine is busy. Still no surge in Arlington. They don't need drivers, that's for sure. Yeah, DFW is going to need drivers because it looks like they're not too busy. So anywhere Grapevine related or etc., or even into Dallas, I'd be okay with. No, that's going to take way longer than 40 minutes. So I'm about to enter the parking lot. That looks good, dollars per mile, but the time is not too good. Oh man, Lyft is horrible right now. Horrible. They were so good earlier today. All right. So we're gonna head there. That's not a bad little trip, but I'm already here at the lot, so. All right. No. See, now they're trying to send me rides outside of the airport, which I don't understand. Say another ride outside the airport. Why would I go do a $5 ride when there's an 850 surge at the airport? To the Omni, not bad, but I can do better. See, they're desperately trying to send me rides outside. We've got what we want. which is we can pick from what we get. There's no drivers here. There's people leaving the airport. Okay, I might do that one. That's going to leave me really close to the airport. We'll be there in just a second. So we're going to do this short trip and then probably come straight back to the airport. All right, craziness is starting. It's almost game time. Man, this new thing at Love Field where the pickup is at a new location. It's crazy. I'm gonna say no to it. The low rating has me scared. Even though DFW Airport is busy right now, I don't feel good about that one. Are you kidding me, Lyft? Right. So, what's my strategy gonna be during the game? I think my strategy is going to be airports. If the airport is not doing well, then I might just head home during that time. I mean, look at it. How does this make sense? There's no cars here, 19 flights. No, the time. All right, let's look at that flight info. So there is a drop-off at 3 o'clock. And then it picks back up 7 to 8. Man, the airport's going to be busy tonight. Busy. Let's see. There's like no cars at DFW right now. Maybe I should have taken that ride to DFW. Heck no. Yeah, that's going to the game. Don't want to do that. Nope, not leaving the airport just for that. Now we have an 850 surge. See, guys, sometimes it pays off to be a little bit patient. Ooh, that is bad. Ooh, that's bad. To go to DFW. Ugh. See, they're still sending me rides outside of the airport. It pays to be a little bit patient and wait, because sometimes they'll throw a surge on. There's no drivers out here, so they can threaten me with, oh, we'll send you to the back of the queue. There is no queue. There's hardly anyone here. Half the cars in this lot. I don't like where that's going. That's kind of ghetto, where that is. Now in the back of the queue. Okay, whatever. With an 850 surge attached to Rowlett. Yeah, that's not going to work. Horrible. No, I'm not going outside the airport for bus fare. All right, 15 minutes. Yeah, I just don't feel good about that trip. Yeah, I don't want that either. I don't want to go up to Frisco right now. I hesitated on that trip because I don't really want to end up down there by that hotel. Yeah, time. They're not paying you for time. There's lots of traffic on Mockingbird. Okay. See, look, they put me in the back of the queue and I'm right back. I'll do that one. We'll go pick up Emma and we'll take her to downtown Dallas. This shouldn't take too long. It said 16 minutes, but honestly, I think it might be shorter than that. All right, so I just called the passenger, and they're not at the rideshare lot. And I experienced this on my last ride. The guy was not at the right spot, and I went to the rideshare lot to wait for him. But here's the problem. They have it in this underground garage area. Signal doesn't know, the Uber app doesn't acknowledge that you've arrived. So if I'm sitting there waiting, I'm not getting a wait fee to wait for them. Just canceled her because she is not ready. She said, oh, the Uber said it was 4 minutes. Honey, it's going to take you much longer than 4 minutes to walk to the rideshare lot. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel it because it's not worth the wait. I'm just going to wait for someone else that's ready. The airport needs to do a better job of educating passengers where the ride share pickup is, and also let them know that, like, hey, there is no signal down there, so don't order your Ubers 20 minutes before you arrive. So, okay, lesson learned. I'm going to call the passenger as soon as I get it. I'm not leaving the lot. Sucks, but that's just what we have to do. Yeah, my cancellation rate's going to go up at things like this because, people not being where they need to be, why waste my time? That might be the same ride right there. Man, Lyft is bad. You know what? I'll take it. Let's go pick up Daniel. Let's call him. All right, so I just called that gentleman. He is there, ready to go. I took this ride because they're paying well, dollars per mile, and I actually have a sneaking suspicion that this guy's a tipper, number one. Number two, I also think that area of Fort Worth it's close to Grapevine and it's close to Arlington and DFW. We might have some surges going on there, so let's find out. All right, so I went home after a couple of rides from the airport, took a break, went out, got some coffee, relaxed, and now I'm back out. The game has just finished, and my game plan is to head to the airport. This ride is to DFW. It's going to take me about 30 minutes, about 21 miles. They're paying $18. So not great, but I think that we may have a candidate for tipping. And also, I'm going to be well positioned at the airport. It is surging like crazy in Arlington at the game. So my theory is when everyone zigs, I'm going to zag. If everyone's in Arlington trying to pick up rides, just like this morning, I'm going to head to the airport because there are a lot of flights coming in, both Love Field and DFW. So there might be a lot of opportunities in and around DFW and Love Field. So we're going to test that theory out and see what happens. All right, so let's pick this guy up and then we'll be on our way. Okay, we are back in business, people, and look at the surge. All right, so I took a woman to Las Colinas, and then got in a ride immediately back, flight attendant, going to work. So we are about to enter the twilight zone known as the Uber lot. So look at this. They are packing them in. I hope this isn't surge packing. So just to recap, what is surge packing? Surge packing is where they put on a huge surge to attract all of us numbskulls to go to one spot, and then they're going to dole them out little by little, trying to nickel and dime us to death, basically taking away our surge capacity. That looks like that might be what they're doing. So I took a ride here, but I turned off accept a ride, because I saw on Lyft that there was a huge surge at the airport, and I didn't want to get messed up by taking a lowball offer. I wanted my full pay. So was that a mistake or was it not? Some of you would say that's a mistake because I could have gotten a ride immediately after this. But, ooh, that is a good ride. That is a good ride. But I'm not going to take it. It's to McKinney, and I don't want to go to McKinney. Let's look at the wider field, shall we? Arlington still has a surge. And that's about it. And we will wait for our precious turn. All right, we waited a little bit, probably about 20 minutes. And I got a call to pick up this guy. Yeah, almost the same ride as that. That's actually outside the airport, so that's even worse. But I finally got the Lyft. $25 bonus. Now, let's think about this. They're offering $40 for this ride. So without the bonus, this ride is $15, which is, honestly, 20 miles, $15, that's 75 cents a mile. That's pretty average for Lyft. So honestly, for Lyft, this is a true bonus because that's exactly what they would normally pay. And they're adding $25 to it. So I commend Lyft for doing that. I commend them for that because that's about what they would pay normally. So I'm going to go pick this guy up. We're going to be at the Hilton Anatoly in near downtown, not really downtown Dallas, but just off 35. It's going to take us about, once I pick him up, which the traffic at this terminal is awful. So once I pick him up, it's going to be about another, 5-6 minutes, and then 20 minutes there. So not too bad for about 30 minutes of work. All right, we'll drop him off at the Hilton and then see where we go from there. All right, so just dropped off at the Hilton Anatoly. Then I did a quick Lyft just down the street for like $6. Took 5 minutes. And I don't like this trip. I don't like it. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is go to the airport. I think I'm going to head that way. Oh my gosh. My phone is blowing up. All right, I'm trying to show you the Uber. All right, look at that. 18 flights coming in. And look, and they've sent me 5 requests in a row. All right, pick up. That has trouble written all over it. Whenever you see someone that has like, oh, destination less than zero point 0.1 miles. Whenever you see that, that is probably either a person that doesn't know what they're doing. All right, I'll do that. All right, so this is like $14 for about 10 minutes. It's good because then I can get a ride back at Love Field. All right, so we're gonna go pick up Sean. Tonight has just been crazy. All right, this is ridiculous. I'm not waiting like 8 minutes for this guy. All right. Well, that was a waste. Shoot, I'm about to lose. Dang it. Just like that, folks. I lose my surge. My 850 surge. Golly. Oh, sucks. And I was right by the airport. You know, I wonder if Uber and Lyft, I wonder if they sent that ride on purpose to get me away from the airport. It's like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and wait 8 minutes. Now they're sending all this small rinky-dink crap. I mean, there ought to be more surge going on around here. There's tons of rides. Nobody's taking them. Watch, I'm going to get... See, look at this. This is about the 10th or 11th ride from Love Field that I've gotten on Lyft. Which means they have no drivers. So why does Lyft not put a surge onto that? Why? If that ride was $20, I would take it. But right now, it's just going to sit there. I'm not dealing with that. That is a short ride, but think about it. I have to pick her up in that crazy rideshare lot. Well, this was an utter failure. That little comfort ride that I thought was amazing has completely screwed up my night. Lyft is deciding to put no surge on. What a complete and utter disaster. Alright, I've been sitting here a while, declining a bunch of stuff. Look at the surge in downtown on Lyft. Something's going on downtown. So should I take a ride that takes me into downtown? Possibly. Yeah, it looks like downtown is where to be. Alright, I'll go ahead and take this Lyft ride. It takes me to the Hilton. And we will be on our way to downtown. You know, another good thing about doing, these, because I know there's a conference from that last guy I dropped off at DFW. I know that there's a conference going on there. And people on business trips tend to tip, especially from the airport to their hotel. So hopefully this person tips alongside it, makes this trip somewhat manageable. And then we'll go from there.
On your in zone 2, I'm at the end, at the very end.
Okay, end as in like closest to the elevator?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Actually, I think I see you. I just pulled in.
Okay.
So I just pulled in.
Are you on the pink side?
Yes, I'm going to the Lyft side. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. It is warm out here.
Oh, yeah. All right, and you're on side 2. Okay,
And
excellent.
everybody's moving now.
All right, I'm behind this red Toyota Camry or Corolla, whatever this is.
I see you, okay, I see you.
All right.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we are downtown finally. Like I don't even know where to begin. To Irving. It's not a bad trip, but I'm not sure I want to go to Irving. Do I? Is there any surge in Irving? There is a surge at the airport. Ooh, $15 to go up there. No, I really would like something short. Uber. Guys, that's with a $7 bonus. There we go. That's exactly what I want. $10 to go 2 miles. It's going to take us about 10 minutes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Looks like the Opera House is completely packed. All right, drop that guy off, and we are in a bonus zone on Lyft. Interesting that there's nothing going on with Uber. And the surge situation is kind of interesting. So it's saying that there's no cars there. And on Lyft, I'm at the front of the queue. So should I head to Love Field? You know, if I had to go to Ennis, that's not a bad ride. Should I go to Love Field? It would take me 14 minutes and 4.5 miles to get to Love Field. Yeah, I could do that. So, we're gonna go pick this guy up, and then we'll be by Love Field, and probably what I'll do is I'll head to Love Field after that. Alright, so these guys sound a little sauced, but that's okay. It's just a short trip. We're heading into this party zone here to pick them up. You know, Lyft is really coming through, at least on these rides outside of the airport. I'm beginning to wonder why it is that they are not putting a surge on at the airport. It's like they don't want me there, because they're paying good money for these short rides. Kind of interesting, because it's the exact opposite on Uber. On Uber, the airport is surging like crazy, and here downtown it's a ghost town, according to Uber. So, I mean, it's like Lyft is one way, Uber's the exact opposite. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. All right, so we'll be picking this guy up, and then we'll be dropping him off pretty close to Love Field Airport. According to the Lyft app, I still have priority at the front of the queue, which doesn't really make sense because, you know, I only took that woman to the Hilton. I took that woman to the Hilton Anatole, which is over 3 miles away. So I don't really know how that works with Lyft. Why would I have priority on Lyft for that ride? And I took a guy earlier to the Hilton, and I don't remember it saying that I had priority at Love Field Airport. You know, maybe this is a game they're playing because they're trying to entice me to go back to the airport and take another lowball offer while they make a killing on the back end. That might be why. Well, we'll see. Alright, dropped off those heavily inebriated guys. They had a good time tonight. So, we got a $4 surge at the airport, and we are at the front of the queue, baby. Ooh, do I want to go to DFW? Let's check Uber. Let's check Uber real quick. Okay. No, don't want to go that way. Alright, so on Uber. Alright, I guess they're going to make me log in. Heck no, don't want to go to Hearst. Alright, they're sending me rides. So the airport is busy. Oh boy, look at the airport. Look at the airport. The airport is aflame. Alright, do I want to do that ride to Victory? Ooh, that would be a quick trip. But they have a terrible rating, so I'm gonna pass on that. Okay, I can do that. Almost 20 bucks for 20 minutes. Let's do it. Alright, so dropped that guy off at his house. That guy was really interesting. He was in the film industry, and he was telling me a lot of stuff about, you know, he was from Fargo originally, and then lived in LA, obviously. Now lives here. Big film industry here. So that was really interesting. Alright. Guess we got a motorcycle gang. Again, Lyft has all this surge going on. But, you know, I'm heading towards the airport. I think that there are more airport rides than they're letting on. And because when I was there was a lot of people still needing a ride. Ooh, $8. I got a bad feeling about that. That's at that club, and they're going to no, 4.9 rating. Did someone tip me? It was that guy. 270. Nice. 270. That's almost a gallon of gas. I don't know how. Ooh, that was a big pothole. See, they're sending me rides. They're sending me rides from Love Field already. So they're busy, but there's no surge attached. I mean, how is that possible? They want people to take these rides. A 4.6 rating. Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the end of the night. Man, I haven't done a ride on Uber in a while. When was my last Uber ride? I can't even remember. All my rides have been on Lyft. Alright, now we're almost to the lot. We're right across the street from the entrance. Guarantee you, if I end up accepting a ride, which at this point is debatable, I guarantee you that when I get there, it's going to be packed. Alright, we just accepted a radar for $13. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty short ride. Guys, I am so sorry that I feel like this video is probably going to be the most boring video because it's me just constantly going around picking people up. I've been so busy today. I'm tired. It's basically just me picking people up, making money. I mean, that's the summation of it all. So let me pick up this guy, see where we're heading to, and then probably going home after this. All right, so we are done with that ride, that lovely person. So it was a couple from Wisconsin, and they are in town because his musical piece, I guess, or some sort of composition that he composed, that he wrote, is being played by the Dallas Symphony Orchestra this week. So he's coming into town to see his baby be played. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever had a musical composer in my car before. But there's still some surge here, some lingering surge left. But I am tired. I have worked my tail off this week. And I think it's time we call it quits and head home. What a day. What a day. So about 370, let's see. Yeah, 370 on Uber plus $40 private ride that I did. So that's 410. And then 150. So we're at 560 today. 560. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'll have the numbers up here and kind of giving you a rundown of today. But really, I think it's best to think of this as a three-parter. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As a matter of fact, maybe that's what I'll do in the future, is just do my weekends and talk about, how those go. Maybe make it simpler for, future video editing. But man, this was a great weekend. This was a sight for sore eyes. Feast your eyes on this beautiful downtown. Feast your eyes on this beautiful downtown view. What a way to end the video. But yeah, this weekend was just what the doctor ordered. Ironically, this week started very differently. I had some car issues that I had to take care of. I was in a rental for about half the week. So I didn't have the ability to use Uber and Lyft because I didn't have that car registered on those apps. So I did almost entirely private rides Monday through Thursday. But I had my car for Friday, and obviously now, over the weekend. And I made $600 just doing, private rides. But this weekend, it was the reverse. I didn't really have very many private rides, it felt like, over the weekend. I mean, obviously I had some, but nowhere what it was like the last 2 weeks. But to save the day, the apps decided to show up. And I think I did pretty well. My dollars per mile are probably not that high, but this was a good week in terms of getting gross and getting contacts and setting myself up for future success. This will be a weekend to remember. This was a great weekend, and it kind of came out of nowhere. Just kind of came out of nowhere. It's kind of amazing to think, as good as this weekend was, what it could have been like. My Friday, if I had been aware, Thursday night, Friday night, if I had been aware of what was going on in the city, that conference going on in Arlington, Grape Fest and Grapevine, especially Friday, man, who knows what I could have made on that day. But you live and you learn. Moral of that story is that you need to make sure that you're keeping up to date on what's going on in your city. But I'm exhausted. My throat is shot. I may not have a voice tomorrow. I've been talking to customers all day. I've gotten great tips. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's that's something that's not appreciated, I think, by some people, by riders, is that, they only see us for 10 minutes. But, I have to provide a good experience each and every time. I have to talk about the same things over and over again. I have to say hello. I have to help with luggage. For them, it doesn't seem like much work because it's just 10 minutes out of their day. But if you do that dozens of times in a day, hundreds of times a week, it's exhausting. It takes a lot out of you, let alone just the driving aspect of, being in this chair, or this seat rather, and having to constantly be alert and assess traffic and check the maps. And don't let anyone fool you that rideshare or driving is easy. It's not. Because if you're doing it right and you're using this, it's mentally exhausting and it's physically exhausting. But we worked hard this weekend, and I'm going to need to take a couple days to spend time with family, to rest. But essentially, after that rest is over, it's right back where we started. Beyonce is coming on Thursday, I believe. Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not quite sure. Obviously, I will check. But that will probably be the next video you see after this weekend's compilation is finished, is the Beyonce concert. That's going to be wild. That should be a very good night. But we will see. Alright, so that's it for me. After a long and very good weekend, I'm signing off.